ladies and gentlemen, but I don't know that ladies ever watch this. According to my analytics, like 3%. So if you're one of the 3%, Paul W., I apologize to you. Juan. But I want to start this off with an apology, and this is a sincere apology because I realized today that I had made a mistake.
All
For
right.
the longest time, I have been telling you guys that I have 52 different battery platforms. Well, in cleaning out my garage and trying to get everything as organized as it can be, I discovered that I was mistaken.
Uh-oh.
I don't have 52 different battery platforms. I only have 48. So apologize to you guys.
Oh, man, you just
But
lost all your YouTube clout. No, just 48? Come on.
I know. Thank you. I just got the haircut yesterday. $28 at Sports Clips, I think it's called. Some very attractive woman cut my hair, gave me a massage, and weird stuff. It was great. And no happy ending. Sorry. Tactics bought the Makita.
Dang. Calling me out.
That one?
Yep, that one.
This is the garbage that you bought?
Yeah, that is the garbage I bought.
That you did like 3 different videos on in one day?
It's smooth garbage.
Yeah, sure.
Smooth garbage that's a good deal at $250.
$235.
$235. You're $250 out the door.
Yeah, I think you can even send in for a impact wrench or some. I don't know. I've got more than enough Makita to last me several lifetimes. How do you like this shirt tonight?
I'm working on bringing YouTube up on my computer because I can barely even read that from here.
It says, "I'm not fat.
I see that part.
I'm just easy to see."
Nice. Hang on. I'm going to bring your stream up right now.
But I wanted to test out because we were doing this when we were testing the 12 volt versus the compact versus the full size drill. And this little guy surprised the hell out of me. And in fact, it actually outperformed this guy. And a lot of JG, if you like thinner men, then I appreciate you deciding to come out to us, but you have no chance. I've got better things to do with my time than to deal with a loser like you. So,
dang.
Anyway, I wanted to see if that was just an isolated incident or if this was something that was going to be rather consistent. So when I got this, when I picked this up, I happened to get a 3 and a 5 amp hour battery with it. So we're going to test these 2 amp hour versus 2 amp hour and then 5 amp hour versus 6. Because I don't know if Milwaukee makes a 5 amp hour. I don't believe they do. So the closest I can get is a 6.
The 5 would be
Hyper Tough is the best.
Oh dang, that's not what I thought it was.
Yeah, they have a 5 amp hour high output battery.
Yes.
But that would be unfair. Right. Even more unfair than a 6. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to change the wood because we're going to drive screws with a drill. Something I am told is impossible for a drill to do. But we're going to try it. We're going to see how smooth they are. I got to change the battery on this while we do it. But this makes a nice little platform while it's here.
Yeah.
Entertain the people. Introduce yourself and tell them why.
Well, I just got a folding chisel the other day. It's kind of cool. That is in the way now. Okay.
That is cool.
I don't know. Somebody said, it's a solution to a problem that didn't exist, but I don't
What's
know,
that?
man. The folding jab saws are kind of nice. We mortised out a whole hinge, 2 of them, live the other day. It's dull out of the package, extremely dull, but capable in a pinch, and also, professionally, if you had to do something with it, you definitely could do chisel things. But it's more of a beater chisel, dude. Everybody needs a beater chisel.
Like, it's not good. You can't do that. Let's test out the Dewalt first.
Caleb Ross is hitting on me over here.
Is he? Well, everybody hits on you, but you're soft and supple like a woman.
T-Self says, oh man, I casually joined and I'm good at witness. And M12 going to destroy that Dewalt 12 volt.
We're gonna find out.
Maybe.
I was surprised because when we did this testing 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
this ate Milwaukee's lunch. So we're gonna see if that continues.
I've owned that 12 volt, man. I've been saying for a while. I've been wanting to get that, but I wound up just getting the screwdriver's what they call it, but it's really just a driver.
So we're gonna try to drive 4 different size screws. They're 1.5 inches all the way up to 2.5 inches.
Right on.
Or 3 inches, sorry. I have to grab the short one again because I dropped it.
Dylan says something I think is funny is when SoAlz does the demonstration, all of a sudden everyone's an expert, and team red mostly, but I still use Dewalt.
Man, I don't care about tool brands, so it's the damnedest thing to me.
They like your shirt.
1.5 inches, no trouble. Let's go to 2. Look at that, smooth.
Oh, that is nice.
Then we'll go to the 2.5. This is for all the people that say you can't drive a screw with a drill.
I didn't know people said that, but I suppose that's good to know.
Every day. And then the 3. Did struggle a bit on the 3. It slowed, noticeably slowed, but it still did it without any issue.
Yeah.
And by the way, that is a not fully charged, but it was fully charged a second ago. Maybe I just read it on battery.
What's up, Rodney? Rodney's here.
We'll do it again. We'll do the last one again because that's the only one it struggled with.
Sorry, never mind me over here moving things around. I'm still trying to figure things out. I just got this almost where I want everything.
That is twice, and it did the same thing. It did have a noticeable slowdown.
Right.
I will tell you that just holding it, especially with the 2 amp-hour battery on it, the DeWalt Head and Shoulders more comfortable than the Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Night and day difference.
The Milwaukee's terrible.
It's not great, but I don't think it's terrible.
It's the ergonomics.
It's made for a tradesman hand.
Yeah. Okay. But actually, you know what? That's a fair statement. I will say that.
Ooh.
I'll explain it in another way. For the power that it delivers, it's worth the uncomfortableness.
That is very smooth, actually. The chuck wobbles a little bit more on the Milwaukee than the DeWalt. Not that you would notice if you're not experienced. Oh, I stopped it. It did not stop. Let me do it again. Because I stopped it prematurely. But you can see when I'm taking it in and out, it's wobbling like a mother. And that is the chuck. And then we'll do the 3. And this is typically, in an average day, this is the biggest size that most dudes are going to drive. So when they tell you, oh, drive, you're driving 3-inch screws. So shut the fuck up.
I can tell you right now, every night I drive a 3-inch screw.
What's that?
Every night I drive a 3-inch screw.
Yeah, but for you, you have to drive it twice to get there.
Well, it is folded in half.
Oh. So it's normally 6. You have to fold it in half to get it to 3. Is that what you're lying about?
Yes, what we're lying about.
Okay. So as far as the little screws, I'll just say this to anybody that's driving screws or looking to drive screws with a drill. Both of these, I would say, are equal.
Okay.
I didn't notice any appreciable difference. On the 3-inch screw, the Milwaukee seemed to have a little bit more oomph to it. But on such a small fastener, it's really difficult to tell. But I'd say they're equal.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah. That's all we're looking for. We want to find the difference between these two.
Leslie says the construction site is like a playground for grown-ups.
Here is how I'm going to do it. I want to find out the difference in power if I can. So we're going to literally start off with something I know they can both do, which is the 3/4 with no trouble on a 2-amp-hour battery. And then we're going to work our way up to see which one conks out first, which one cannot do the test first. Makes sense?
Makes sense. You shooting for speed 2? What are you shooting for?
Speed 2 for all of it.
All right.
Speed 1, these tests, like I would end up doing so much testing that we would be here all day and probably never learn a thing. But if I go to speed 2,
Are you going to compare this to the Makita afterwards?
I would not disgrace either one of these by comparing it to a Makita.
All right.
So you guys can see this all right. I cannot get this any lower. I apologize to you. 2-amp-hour battery. That's my
funny guy.
Sorry, that's my goo. I got a little excited when I saw my wood.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Hey, I said we're going to start out at 3/4. Let me get the 3/4 bit out. And I'll do one, and then I'll go right behind it and do the other if I can.
Could be good. Is that a 2x10?
Yes.
Nice.
Not everyone can measure their wood just by doing this, but
it looks smaller than a 12, but I wasn't sure what angle we were working with. So that's 2x10.
yes.
Nice.
No trouble. Little bogged down, but not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. Not for speed 2. It's great.
Yeah. I figure we'll be good until we get to about just over an inch, maybe 1.25 inches.
Daniel says, good evening from New Orleans.
Good evening, Daniel. Same thing, but it powered through it.
George Ordway says, can you get a few hours on a charge? No. You're going to get like 20 minutes of solid work on a charge on these things, especially the Dewalt.
Cut out right there.
All right.
And that is on a 7/8.
Okay.
Or maybe I should do it this way. On a 7/8, it cut out.
There you go. There you go.
So we know that with a 2. We'll try with a 5 here in a second. Let's try the Milwaukee. We'll do the same 3.
Okay.
I'm just going to set them out in order. Feels the exact same as the Dewalt. Sounded the same as the Dewalt. You guys still got a good frame there?
Yes.
That one, it actually went faster, like noticeably faster. At
Yeah.
least that's my perception of it. True or not, it's just my perception is how it felt. Didn't sound any different. So then we'll go.
That's
good?
the proper battery to be used. And those shaped batteries is what belongs on a 12-volt tool.
Yeah, and this is the 7/8. This is the one that DeWalt failed with.
All right.
Milwaukee kept going.
So far, so good. Really didn't even slow down.
No. One inch. Go inch and an eighth. I'm seeing how far the Milwaukee can go with the 2. And then I'll put the 5 on the DeWalt and I'll run the same with the DeWalt right behind the Milwaukee.
Yeah. The 5 on the Dewalt is just a huge step up.
Okay. Inch and an eighth is where the Milwaukee start.
There you go. How many bars you got?
Down 1.
Okay.
So let's throw the. Should we do the 3 or the 5? Let's try the 3.
Try the 3. The last kit that I bought that they were, you'd think if they're throwing in stuff for free, they wouldn't give you the better of the options. Came with a 3 and a 5. So I would imagine the 3 is pretty standard now.
Well, let's test her out. We're going to go right behind using the same 7/8 bit that it failed on the last time. We're going to go right in the same area that it failed.
All right.
Failed again.
Yep.
There's only one way to check. Maybe it's the area. Maybe there's a hidden knot in a 2x10 that I can't see.
And I found one the other day. Nope.
The answer is no.
Nope.
There was no hidden knot. But I actually, honestly, God, I can tell you this is not going to make sense to a lot of people. I actually prefer this one.
BW's Deals and DIY says, like the video, smash the thumbs up, hit the 3 dots in the upper right if you're on a phone to get to the thumbs up button.
Thank you.
Appreciate that, sir.
I appreciate that. So we're going to try that same thing. We put the 5 amp hour battery on the DeWalt. At this point, with a battery this size on a 12-volt tool, go to a compact. Don't use the 12-volt unless it's just pure space issue.
Right.
So we know that it has struggled doing a 7/8. So guess what we're going to run?
1 inch.
We're going to run the 7/8 again, but we're going to use the bigger 5 amp hour battery.
All right. I think it's going to do it. I feel good about it. There you go.
A huge step up.
Yeah, it's a big step up.
We'll do the 1 1/4.
Very nice.
No bog down on that one at all.
No, it's pretty decent.
or that one. 1.8". This is the one that Milwaukee failed with their 2 amp hour battery.
All right.
Still in good frame. Looks that way.
Oh.
It cut out.
Yep.
I'll back it out. I'll try it again. I'll try it in the same hole. So it is all the way out.
What's up, J and USMC? Oh man.
It made it through. It took like 5 pulls to make it through. I've got a 4 amp hour battery for the Milwaukee because I'm trying to keep this. I like that.
Yeah. All right. So right now, let's see what time it is. How long have you been doing this for?
What did you say? You're going to put your balls in some guy's unit?
That's exactly what I said. All right. At 21 minutes in, your microphone is cutting in and out, just so you know. So we're going to see if it's a noise cancellation or if you walk too far away or just what's going on. It's something we need to figure out together.
Right.
Also, while you weren't looking, I put Makita up on the screen.
You? Why? They can hear me just now? When I asked
Man,
if you could hear me.
I don't know if anyone can hear you right now. I can't hear you, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
It was my noise cancellation because I was too close to my air conditioner.
There we go. Now we know.
All right. Pop that 4 amp hour battery off of here.
No, Makita.
For Milwaukee. We're going to continue to use and give Dewalt the advantage by having it use the bigger battery. Milwaukee going right next to the Dewalt using 1.8".
Appreciate that, Charles.
Thanks, Charles. I don't even know what he said.
Hey, he's just helping us out, letting us know about the feedback.
Okay. 1.8, no trouble for the Milwaukee with a 4 amp hour battery.
At that point, I think you should go, compact, but they can do it.
This is ridiculous for a 12 volt, but we're going to give her a shot. So we're going to put a 1 1/4. Can you guys see that? How's that? 1 1/4 on Milwaukee.
Yep. Very clear. Daniel says you need a shirt that says I'm in shape. Round is a shape. Oh, dude, no problem.
Wow. And speed 2.
Yep.
So I'm not trying to cheat anything. Speed 2 for the Dewalt as well. So it's as even as we can get it. If we put them both in speed 1, hell, let's just try it. We're going to go up to a ridiculous size for 12 volt tool.
All right.
I'm going to throw it at speed 1. Not because I think it should be, but I actually think it should be. But
right,
we've got a 1 1/2. And this is why we don't test in speed 1.
Because it just does it. Oh.
It actually
There you go.
through.
Yeah, it went through.
It broke through and it kicked it a little bit.
Now, let me know with your hand there, right? where the belt clip is, are you at risk for injury on the top of your hand? Yes or no?
Nope.
All right.
See, I know you like to hold it like with your middle finger or with it. I
No,
can't
not
do
that one. Not that one.
So I hold down here. And on the Dewalt, I don't put the belt clip on. I can't put the belt clip on and hold the tool because my hand, when I actually grip it right, my fucking finger is on their damn battery. So I actually have to hold it with just my fingers, no palm at all.
I got a question. Are you planning on showing the Makita tonight at all? I would like to see your hand on the Makita versus that DeWalt when you get a chance on the impact.
All right, hold on.
Because this is worth knowing.
All right, let me grab it. So just so you know,
it's not all just straight up hate. There's a lot of truth to why this man doesn't like Makita.
You see
that's
this
a 40-volt tool
here?
Yes.
All right. So even when I hold it, my finger slides across that, then it has to slide across this. If you're doing this 30 or 40 times a day, what you're going to end up doing is wearing out your pinky because they can't make a fucking tool for a man.
Right. What about the impact though? The impact's like terrible.
Okay. So you can actually see. So even with these, I can only grip them with my fingers. I cannot use my palm at all.
Right.
But when I try to use my palm, like you could just see from the palm to here, I'm covering the forward reverse and I'm gripping around the battery.
Yeah. It's a very small handle. You showed this last year, and I remember seeing how big it was in your hand, dude. But then when I got it myself, I was just like, because you don't really realize. I mean, your hands are freaking huge, obviously. I mean, look at mine compared. But I thought surely some of it was doable for an average person, but it's not, man.
My wife is 4'10", and it actually looks right in her hand when she holds it because those Makitas are her tools. They're not mine.
In my video, I put my daughter's hand, 9-year-old, on it, and it looked about okay.
All right. So if I'm gonna use this way, where I'm worried about kick, which what I should be doing is holding down here like this, so that I have my fingers here to brace. Because when it kicks or if it catches, it turns in toward you. So I should have my hand down here like this, but I can't get my hand in there, even with the DeWalt 12-volt. So I have to kind of fudge it and use my big fat belly.
That's what I do.
See, so you had a lot less kick. Just definitely felt slower. Both of them felt slow as hell.
The thing was so slow, you could count the rotations with the naked eye.
So I like the DeWalt a lot. I really want to love it, and I kind of do. Even though it's not powerful, I kind of still love it. I don't think a 5 amp-hour battery should be used on the drill because that kind of defeats the purpose. And I'll just show you what I'm talking about. This is not a compact DeWalt drill.
How easy?
This is their XR drill. Right? So this is not the compact. This is not the atomic. This is the XR. Yeah. You pair that with a power stack battery.
That's a good looking drill.
Yeah, it's great looking, but look.
Yep.
And what are you gaining with the 12 volt? About
Nothing.
maybe 3/8 of an inch.
Yeah. Well, you
So
also get a nice plastic chuck. You know how nice that plastic chuck is.
It doesn't make a lot of sense when they have compact drills out there.
Am I
To throw a big
mistaken,
battery off.
or is that a 3/8 chuck as well? I don't think that's a 1/2 inch chuck.
It's a 3/8.
That's what I thought.
That's a 3/8 as well.
Yeah, it's a 3/8 chuck. That's a 1/2 inch.
This is a 1/2 inch.
Yes, sir.
The Milwaukee's a 1/2.
Yeah. Yeah, the Dewalt's a
So
3/8.
there you go. That
Yeah.
I'm gonna put these away. I have to put them in order because that's the way I do things. You know, foreplay before sex, not after.
The 12 volt stuff is
you're
legit,
married.
man. It depends what trade you're doing. If you're an HVAC running sheet metal screws, 12 volts all you need. If you're an electrician running screws into things that already have threads, 12 volts all you need.
Yeah. If you're in heavy construction and you're into new building, if you're doing the 3/8 screws, they're fine, but once you get past that, you should be looking at something else. So we got through that. I did have another test. I just don't know how important it's gonna be.
You're kind of cutting in and out, man.
All right. So here
You're
you
good.
go.
Oh, my favorite.
A 1 inch Irwin Speed Max or Speed Bore.
Speed bore, yeah.
What's that?
Or speed bore.
Speed Bore, yeah. So I got to switch the Milwaukee back to Speed 2 so no one accuses me of cheating.
Just don't hit any hidden screws like my dumbass did.
This is actually a piece of Douglas fir that I've had sitting since I started on YouTube.
I was going to say, you have very good looking wood, sir.
I've heard it a lot.
Yeah.
You're the first man, but thank you.
Oh.
Okay. 1 inch, failed. Try it again.
Mm-hmm.
Same spot. It didn't even get any deeper. It just failed. And that's in Speed 2. And that is with their 5 amp hour battery. Again, this is quite the task for a drill.
Yeah.
I know somebody did this like 7 times with a Makita last night and thought it was impressive. I don't know who that was.
Who's that dumbass? What was he thinking? It's through. Yeah, there you go. Yes, sir.
There you go. It failed on the 7th.
Yeah.
And if you were wondering, I was just trying to do it 7 times. Oh, it actually did it through the 7th. It was just caught up in the line again.
Dang.
Is that still impressive then for your 40 volt?
I don't know.
You can admit it.
What's the battery life on it?
We're down 1 bar even after all
Down 1
that.
bar. Yeah.
We're gonna try the Milwaukee Speed 2 1.25 inch.
Daniel.
I don't know if it'll do this. This is big.
Oh, what's up, Daniel?
With real drills, I've done 1.5 inches. That's not the wash. That is not the wash.
Get it? It can do
through. It did poke through the bottom, but it couldn't go all the way through.
All right.
That makes me wonder. If I picked
I'm-
up a piece of trash,
Person? Person says M12 overheats too fast.
it's not even, it's warm, but it's not hot. Neither one of these are hot.
SoAlz and Tactics. Is that a thing? Someone posted a link.
Oh no. Oh God, this cuck sounds awful.
What'd you say about the cuck?
Listen to the chuck.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds grainy, right? Yeah, mine does that too. That's what it does.
That's the sound of the chuck.
Yeah, you gotta lock it back and then lock it forward. Listen,
It's a piece of trash.
it does that, but also mine does this. Check this out. Mine
Mine
rotates.
overlapping teeth. Mine does the overlapping teeth. So
Mine
let's see if the 40-volt Makita can do an 1.25 inch Irwin speed bore. I think it should.
it will. Hey, you dropped something, sir.
Well, there you go. It did.
There you go.
Follow me. Blah. When it comes to that. Now we're going to try to drive some large fasteners. That is what we're kind of known for testing and driving large fasteners with drills.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that right now. That means I got to put up my 6x6. Why don't you talk to them about your favorite tool brand?
Paul W says, I just checked the news. Pigs are not flying. Hell did not freeze. And there's a Makita on SoAlz channel. Question mark.
Well, Pride Month is coming up.
Well, there you go. You got to represent.
Hey, I got to show my support for people like
right.
All right.
Oh, man.
Up a little bit because as you guys can see, we have our two pieces of pressure treated 6x6.
All right.
So there are no pilot holes up here. There are holes from previous testing, but no pilot holes. So we're going to be going into new wood. And I want to start off a little lighter.
Yeah, I'm trying not to advertise my channel, but there's a lot of different links going on. I'm Tools and Tactics. If you're interested, I try not to advertise on someone else's stream, even though he doesn't mind.
I don't give a shit. Go ahead.
I know.
So we're going to try a 10-inch timber lock screw. Because I think it's fun. And when I say that this is the light stuff, I like to see people's heads split up or like blow up, all that, because I will say probably 99% of dudes that are in the trades have never done one of these.
All right.
You ever do one?
Not
Other
10
than on
inch.
your channel?
No.
Okay. So we have it started. No pilot hole, no nothing. She's still on speed 2 and she's still in drill mode.
All right.
Still showing a fully charged 5 amp hour battery. This is a pretty good test for a drill.
Okay.
Finger is still on that trigger. So anybody thinking I cheated, I took my finger off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to measure that. That was proud.
Valenix says he's tapped 1/2-inch threads in steel with the M12.
So this, shouldn't be a problem. That's 5.5 inches. Could you guys see that?
Yeah. What tape is that?
Craftsman.
Oh.
Here, I'll move it closer, as close as I can get it. So Damn it. 5.5 inches right there.
Okay.
I'm going to use the same screw with the Milwaukee. I'm going to use the same bit because I keep getting these conspiracy theorists that say, not the same screw, not the same bit.
You can go ahead and ask a code question. I'll answer it in between him getting something or doing something. If there's no time to pause, then just email me. Go ahead and type it.
Is that who farted?
Yeah.
Speak to drill mode. Not fully charged. 4 amp hour battery. Get your conspiracy theories ready.
Get them ready.
Yeah. Just started it. No pilot hole.
Pretty impressive.
I stopped it. It could have gone all the way. I stopped it. Just 1/4 inch proud, just so everybody knows I stopped it. And why I stopped it? Because I'm not in the position where when this catches, I can catch it with my body. So for safety's sake, I stopped it.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll rip the battery right out of that little toy doing something like that.
What's that?
You'll rip the battery right out of that toy doing something like that, man. Those things are not designed for that kind of torque, just the way the battery and the handle's designed.
I really don't think I've got a problem. I don't think I've ever got to worry about the battery coming out because my hands go all the way around.
Yeah, that's true.
So for me, this is completely safe. I was more concerned about it catching and coming into me because of how I had my hand at the time. Would have gone in a long way. Could have potentially, though unlikely, but could have potentially hurt me.
Yeah.
And we have done a lot more with this than we have the Dewalt. And she's still good. She's still golden. So that only leaves us to go up to a 6-inch. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I got to do something a little bit smaller,
All right.
but as far as shorter, but it is fatter. So that should make up quite the difference.
Budsville says I got screwed the long way buying Makita as well. Probably.
Well, chances are if you're buying Makita, you're getting screwed, but it's only by your husband. So this is a 5/16 by 6-inch structural fastener. These
I
are
like
used
those screws.
Yeah, they'll never. This design right here, which would and should. Thanks, Southpaw, for 12 months. 12
Wasting my
months.
super sticker on this post.
So this design right here, if you guys can see it, I don't know if you can.
Yeah.
But there are some flutes right here. As the wood expands and contracts, those flutes are going to prevent this from backing out.
Yeah, I've never seen a screw back out, but I do like that.
Just watch somebody make a deck with screws. About 3 years, you'll go back and they'll have to redo all the screws because the screws will be loose as shit.
Super TA 329 has a comment there. I think we should show it. Hopefully it didn't get
Show what?
He said you're the shit. I love your channel. F anyone that's sensitive to the truth. Love your honesty.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that a lot. Happy birthday, Rod. So, and then I did all that and I put in the wrong adapter.
Oh, Henix. It's like regular our younger brother.
I had a real cooch moment there. So
yeah, you almost did.
What's that?
You almost did.
Yep. So this is where I put those timber locks. I am going to make sure to avoid those holes by going behind and a little off. So this is it. This is where I am.
There you go.
No pilot. I am just that good. Everybody should learn how to use a drill this way.
Uh-oh. Josh was here.
What's up, Mr. Wilson? Paul W. I talked about you earlier. So this one left it proud.
Paul W's got an underrated comment here. It says Milwaukee is not that expensive if you know how to shop. That's absolutely true.
So 2 3/8.
All right.
2 3/8 proud for the Dewalt. I'm just going to leave the Dewalt fastener there. What I like about drills is you can actually use them and have a conversation at the same time. Most
All right.
people don't appreciate that. Two.
I was waiting for that code question, but
Exact same fastener. Actually from the same box. So, and this is where I had the Dewalt one of the timber locks. So I'm going to go over about 1/4 inch and behind it about 1 inch. Same as I did for the Milwaukee or the Dewalt. No pilot.
easy. Spun it too. Nice.
That answers the power question.
There you go.
I don't think anybody watching, you cannot deny, just based on this, bigger battery on the Dewalt. Dewalt has a 5, Milwaukee has a 4. Bigger battery on the Dewalt, a much less used tool versus
Lighter chuck.
yeah, a 3/8 chuck versus a 1/2 inch, a plastic chuck versus an
And
all
plastic.
metal chuck.
Yep.
What I love about this, I love the feel of the handle. It's much better. I actually prefer the head of this, except for the chuck. I actually prefer the head of this over the Milwaukee. I think the Milwaukee is too spaced out. If you can see, it's a feeling when you're looking at this. Actually, there we go.
Mr. Hugo wants you to see what your shirt says. Nice.
Oh. All right. It says, I'm not fat. Hold on. I'm just easy to see. There. Okay. In all honesty, I'm also fat. So we're just going to throw that out there. Now, the next one that we're going to try, we have these. And these are 3/8 by 6-inch packs.
By 5/16 diameter, right? Or is that 1/4?
These are 3/8
diameter. The diameter is 3/8.
We have the same.
I can't help it if your freaking fingers are like goddamn sausages, dude. Sorry. It looks like all right, just making sure you weren't talking about the head.
Remember, folks, control your content creator population.
Hey, I'm helping you out because that's why everyone thinks that you're lying, is because you're all the stuff you're like, there's no way that's a 5/8 lag. That definitely looked like a 1/4 inch in that dude's fingers.
I'm a large person. That's all they need to know.
Yeah.
And if they don't believe me, they can ask their mom.
I like the guy earlier that told you to put it in hammer drill. Yeah.
So I'm going to actually go right dead center between where I just did the Dewalt and the Milwaukee. This being slightly bigger, but the same length. I don't have high expectations for the Dewalt on this one.
All right.
That's it. And look, I know somebody's going to say battery's not charged. If I put it in speed 1, could it do it?
Probably. It'd probably cry the whole time. There you go.
Yes. Why do we test in speed 2? So you guys can see the difference in the tool performance.
There you go. TK Kid Solos here. What's up, man?
Thomas keeps messaging me about Bosch.
Yeah, somebody else said something about Bosch too. I was trying to find it. Douglas, I think, asked something about Bosch.
So this time,
Rylan said, "What do you think about Bosch tools?"
well, so this time I am putting the Milwaukee directly in front of where we just did the wall, with only about maybe not even a quarter inch of space between the two of them, but enough distance, well, between where the head landed and where this is going. And between where we put the two timber locks, but not in an area where we have to worry about any run over. We're trying to be fair.
Yeah. Almost.
Finger's still on the trigger, but it's a 1.25 inches. In case anybody's wondering how good I am. Oh, would you look at that? It's exactly 1.25 inches.
Nice.
And could this do it in speed 1? Well, if Dewalt could do it, I assume Milwaukee can. Maybe we'll be surprised.
Yeah, that's the Gen. That's the Gen 3, right? Isn't it Gen 3?
Yes.
Yeah, the Gen 4 is for the M18s. The M12s is on Gen 3.
I'm over here. I also happen to have the Gen 2 M12, which is one. This one heats up quickly. It's
that
actually
one scares me with the battery clip.
I don't typically use this one. I will not typically use this one.
How easy says you have your own gravity.
That's true. I am that fat. I affect the tides. That's cute. You guys tried to insult me, but your mother likes my fluffy. That's it. And this is the same 4 amp hour battery that was in the Gen 3. So,
yeah. No, they're definitely different, Rylan. He says he's got the Bosch 12-volt drill that looks really similar to the Milwaukee M12. I was wondering if they're the same or if they just look alike.
They look alike. They're not the same.
Who farts? Joke's on you. He's got 2 dads.
Must mean he's a lawyer because he's a butthole baby.
Oh, there you go.
So you can see.
I like the restraint you showed there, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, you know what? I don't know that there's anything left to prove. We tried. This is going to sound so bad to people if they've been watching because unlike the other day, where Dewalt ate Milwaukee's lunch, today Milwaukee dog walked Dewalt. Right. That being said, I'd still choose this one. I still like the Dewalt more. I would like it. I would like it a lot if it had a different chuck. The plastic chuck makes it look cheap.
That's true. We can switch it.
Yeah. I'll send it to Dr. Left Hand Threat.
There you go.
But that being said, there is no doubt that this is the most consistent, highest performer in the 12-volt tools by Bosch was a contender, but I don't know that Bosch is making 12-volt tools any longer, as far as raw power. But kudos to Milwaukee. Great product. Great product. And no, not hot. Not hot at all. We did
Nice.
7 1-inch speed board, one right after the other with this. This could not do one. We
Yeah.
did 7. So
Can't mop the floor with it.
Dewalt or no tool. What's up, Jamie? I mean, I can't, if either one of these that you guys have, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. I don't give a rat's ass about anybody's fucking tool brand. That I think that shit is stupid. But as far as this goes, they're both great tools.
Gifted 5 tools. Gifted 5 tools with SoAlz memberships. Nice.
Thank you. Who did that?
Shaka Gillis.
Thanks, Shaka. I appreciate that. Yeah, the number one way of supporting this channel is through memberships and super stickers, because those are the only things that YouTube doesn't take the majority of.
Yeah.
Am I gonna? No, I burn them. Let's see.
Got a lot of comments tonight, sir.
I suppose if we're really glutton for punishment, and I hate using this tool, but we're gonna give it one shot. We're gonna give it one shot.
All right.
We're gonna give it one shot to bury the bit. If it doesn't, great. If it doesn't, great. I can tell you now, I would not use this drill for anything other than testing. The chuck is awful.
What's your thought on the weight on the center of gravity? Yeah.
It is very front forward, front heavy. So when you use this, what you end up doing is fighting it back constantly. It's one of the reasons why when I tested these last year,
Henry says you actually have that.
when I tested this piece of garbage last year, one of the reasons why I refused to use it,
air tools make more sense,
is because of how imbalanced it is and the fact that I cannot get my palm around the handle without coming across this speed selector, or without putting my fingers over the forward reverse switch. So sometimes I would be using it and it would just stop, and that's because my hand was over the forward reverse switch. So we're going to try it one time. We're going to try to bury it with a 1.5 Diablo Speed Demon bit. This is its one shot at glory.
I hate to say it, but I knew it was going to do it, and it was going to be smooth doing it too.
Yeah, it did it.
Yeah.
This is
anomaly. The anomaly.
no, it's a high-end DIY level tool.
Yeah.
It would not hold up the professional level of torture, at least in my opinion. And the reason I can say that, it comes right down to the battery. If you look at the battery on it, there's no coating, no nothing. There are vents in here. The vents could be good for keeping it cool, but if you're actually using it in the weather, it'd be bad.
Let's see
Just
here.
saying.
So we got.
This is a very high-end DIY level tool.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. You got holes in the back here.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys can see him yet, but
Yeah, I could see him before. Move him to your right.
yeah, I'm working on rolling it because we're kind of behind.
Those?
Yeah.
I was talking about these.
Oh, how would they do that?
Because it's mosquito. Who knows?
what,
Maybe next week we'll test it out.
what happens if you put it in a puddle, bro? You can actually see the batteries inside of here.
Yeah. I keep telling you guys that they are, no, it's not cheap.
You can actually see the cells.
What's that tell you? It's a DIY level brand. They're not expecting it to be in the trades. Speed.
Wow.
I know everybody's like, they think I just shit on them, but every single thing that I don't like about Makita, I back up and I show.
Yeah.
No way that can be ISO rated. No. Take it easy, Big Red.
That's actually pretty funny.
Would you say Snap-on would be a good drill or small impact? Sure. There are
Bro, get
much
that weak
better
thing
options.
off my screen. Our
Well,
videos view says, bro, get that weak thing off my screen.
So last December, because people were giving me shit about Makita, we tested the Makita 40 volt against Dewalt, Milwaukee, Rigid, Metabo, and Bosch. And all of those brands kicked its ass. All of them.
Yeah.
Like not even close. They all kicked its ass. And then the one thing we did notice, because we were doing the torque test, was that the Makita got weaker every single time we used it.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah, it means it's a light duty drill. It started off at, I think 37 or 38 foot-pounds. And by the end of the week, it was only pushing 29 or 30.
Drop it in watery mud.
I'm good, William. They might not let me return it if I do that.
Dang.
Makita is made for women.
Shafty says, who's this other guy?
Tools and Tactics?
Yeah.
This is my longtime friend right here. Somebody, we support one another. We watch one another's stuff. I'm on his live streams. He's on mine. We're friends.
What's
And
up?
I highly support Tools and Tactics. And since we're going to call out people that we support, check out Dr. Left Hand Fred. Check out Impact Nation Tools.
What's up?
Caleb Ross. I'll make sure we recognize Caleb Ross because he's growing. I think he just hit like 1.3 thousand. So make sure you support him. And I live everybody out.
Big Red's starting up. He's got a little bit to learn, but he's getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They use a lot of Makita and Hilti. I didn't know there were that many homosexuals down there. Learn something new every day.
Okay, we know Makita's at the bottom, but what's on top?
Oh, just depends. Sometimes it's Flex, sometimes it's Milwaukee, sometimes it's Dewalt. It depends on the tool.
I don't even know which one I like more. Like, I really enjoy Dewalt's drills. But the Flex is so much fun with how fast it is. And then the Milwaukee's just got the most power all around.
Oh, that's right. I got to support Philly Fixed and Joe the Tool Guy.
There you
go. Suburban Beard.
Dude, Joe the Tool Guy's got some really good content. He just got to get more posts more often. He's busy. He's a busy man.
Hey, you know you like that. You guys worry about the fucking tool brand. I just want to use the tools. I'm what we call a man. I don't care if your wife has Louis Vuitton or some Walmart bag of shit either. Same
Yeah.
way I feel about fucking tool brand. Who gives a shit as long as it works for you? You buy based on what you like. I'll buy based on everything. But
The
Tabo
Metabo
HPT,
stuff is so underrated, man. Someone was asking me the other day, what about Metabo? It's
it's
just
it's
underrated.
it's incredible.
It is.
A man using Makita is not a man.
That's such a great shirt.
Thank you. All right, guys, we're out of here. Anything you want to say to the people before we hit the skids?
I don't have anything. If you got a code question, email me. There you
Okay.
go.
Oh, I didn't see that. I heard you say that.
He never he'll email me. I can't even talk. He'll email me.
Somebody
It's all good.
somebody asked me if I have any experience with Hercules. Yes.
He might have texted me actually.
All right, guys. So the two things that we end this show with every single time. If you're new here, you'll learn to love this. The first one is for all you Makita guys out there, blow them like you know them. And for the rest of you guys, manscape like you landscape. If you trim your bush, your deck will look big.
Yeah.
Take it easy. We'll see you next Sunday.
We'll see you guys.